What's up, everybody? Brett here, back today playing some more Ball Pit. We're going to start today with a fat harvest. Why can't we bounce? How can she slap? Let's do that. There we go. So we'll start by gathering all these resources, see what we can upgrade. If anything. And then we'll be on our merry way to shoot balls at monsters or whatever it is that we do in this game. Nice. Good harvest. One day we're going to min-max the shit out of this. Oh, pardon my language. And we're going to, damn, I try not to curse in my YouTube channel, but I just did. Twice, kind of. Anyway, we're going to min-max the heck out of this at some point. And our meager harvests currently are going to look ridiculous by comparison, I assure you. We'll just kind of look around, see what we can upgrade, if anything at all. And then when we come back at the end of our next run, we'll prioritize finishing the upgrades. No? Okay. Let's go ahead and to battle. So what we need to do... Oh, that's right. In the last episode, we unlocked a dude named Sisyphus, who I wasn't too sure about. He's all about AoE and status effect damage, but no baby balls and no direct damage, which makes me think he kind of sucks unless paired with a very particular kind of character. Who are we going to take today? I would very much... We could use maybe a warm-up run. The Cogitator. Maybe look for someone to pair with the Cogitator who hasn't taken out the desert. Could just... Man, these might be my two least favorite characters. And we're going to pair them together to take on the desert as part of our warm-up run today. But we need one more gear to unlock the next stage for us to try. So remember the gimmicks of these two characters. We have a wall that we can bounce stuff off of, which we may or may not even want to use. If there's no enemies in front of us, it's very difficult to kind of direct the balls. Or I'm just playing this character wrong and I'm bad. Either way. We get to play a little Pong. And the other gimmick is I don't actually get to pick what our upgrades are. But I like what the AI is doing so far. 4 really strong balls that evolve really well together. Might end up making my job of playing Pong very irrelevant. Man, we are not fast. I just need to dodge lasers. I don't think I even need to catch these, but I'm gonna try. We want to bounce them as close to the enemy as possible. Wow, what a lucky 4 upgrades on that. Sweet. Like, playing from all the way back here, I think is bad. I don't mind the fan here. Probably not what I would have chosen, but it seems good. You can see the wind kind of blowing in front of us. That's us slowing them down. We really want to get these evolutions going, though. That passive, I think, synergizes really well with this character. Ooh, who are you going to choose? Okay, so it's going to make the bomb. Really good single target AoE. Jesus, let me lower my volume a little bit. My headphones are... I just got done recording another video for a different game, so my audio was like way out of whack. Hopefully it all sounds good for you guys, though. If it counts me catching the balls on the shield, then that headband should be awesome. Let me read exactly what it does. Balls start up at 70% tree, but no, that's not what I was thinking. Never mind. Disregard, disregard. So we've got both really strong evolutions at the start. Let's see what we get next. So, big poison lasers are the name of the game now. Man, almost cleared the stage again. It is still good though, because the ball speed increases because it bounces off of us. That's trash. The AI should not have taken that. Yeah, so bouncing off of us is good, but it also makes it harder for us to catch the ball as we play Pong here. Just try to keep them in play as long as possible. I do still have to aim a little bit. I'm kind of like being lax with my reticle. I need to keep my reticle pointed up. Like if I'm not going to catch the ball, I do still need to be aiming where it goes when it bounces behind me and I catch it that way. Like that. That's going to be a really strong evolution as well. The horizontal laser with the blindness. Makes a really cool ball. Nice. We bombed the little owl dudes in the front. I don't even remember what they do. Yeah, I think I'm just going to kind of stop watching for Pong opportunities and make sure I'm paying attention to my reticle a bit more. Make sure that guy doesn't kill us. That doesn't mean I'm not going to try to actively, you know, play a little Pong, but I'm going to be more so watching where my reticle goes. Kind of a stressful warm-up game. The synergy is very awkward. Okay, all our balls are way back there. Thank you, thank you. That's a good choice. Man, even the AI gets bad luck. Damn, they just dropped down a brick of dudes. See if we can't break this up a little bit. We could get in front of them and use our passive to slow them down. We're stuck in the quicksand a little bit here. Okay, so now the next time we get the opportunity with the level, we should be able to evolve. There we go, and I'm sure the AI will take it, and it does. The laser beam. In case you're curious, I'm not clicking through that. It just doesn't even give you the opportunity to look. I have to pause the game and read what those balls do if I want to remember. Man, I might have taken a new ball there. That's just me. It gave us some good options. Ghost ball, fireball, all very cool. Yeah, opting to ignore an additional ball. So we were slowing the heck out of the mini-boss, thanks to our passive. And it's so wide, we can kind of stand to either side and do it. Dill doesn't want to take a new ball, huh? Okay. I mean, these upgrades are no doubt very powerful. And they're going to fuse 2 bombs together. What does that make? So when the bomb explodes, let's see what kind of laser beam happens. Ooh, I don't know if that was any good, man. I feel like maybe not. That's a lot of damage, but I think the 2 balls separately were better. And because it is destroyed on hit, it really doesn't synergize at all with our kind of Pong situation that we got going on. It doesn't work. It takes a little bit of the micromanagement burden off of us, but also we lose the benefit from it too. Level 3 bleed is good. Enough to carry us? I don't think so. We need to evolve it with something else pretty much ASAP. That's the ball we need to be bouncing. Because I think it's the one that's doing all the damage. Man, the AI is really screwing us up here, man. Making us work for this one. A lot of very non-synergistic choices have been made. For both the characters, the ball types, everything. Man, they are marching towards us quickly. Fusing bleed with that, we just want balls, man. We don't need these like super balls that it's making. We need a ton of different kinds. Putting more AoE type DPS all over the battlefield to clear. Yeah. And if we hit lone enemies like that with our most powerful ball, it really sucks. All of that DPS potential and the bomb ball is wasted if it just goes into a single enemy. I think you guys get what I'm saying. So we've got to kind of watch and see, you know, because it takes a few seconds to spawn, so we have to be very aware of when the last time it shot was to make sure we don't send it off into a single enemy. Man, that's tough. Okay, I'm happy with those 2 selections. Poison plus Earthquake makes a really strong ball when they evolve together, but they need a lot of levels to get there, and this stage is almost over. So now it's just going to pretty much just be up to me having to dodge here. Just get good forehead, I guess. Shut up and dribble, I guess. Something like that. Use your sport saying. Man, I'm ready for this run to be over. I don't enjoy not being able to choose my own stuff. That's half the fun of this game. Slow these guys roll a little bit with the fan. We have the slowest balls in the world, but they're doing work back there. Which I guess is what we want. They're just kind of stuck back there. Or they were. Bouncing a zillion times. Nice. We're chunking the boss, man. Don't have a lot back home to deal with these nerds shooting lasers at us, but I think the lasers are just kind of incidentally hitting them. Cool. Almost there. We've got great health. Just keep laser dodging. We're just chipping away. A lot of roadblocks here with these worms. Last stage, final stage. Here we go. And they're all headed in the right direction. Threading the needle. Oh, I walked right into that one. I said the phrase thread the needle and I started thinking back to my days as a kid in Catholic school. Classic, kind of like biblical saying of Jesus. I don't know if any of you guys were raised religious at all, Christian. The old, like, it's easier for a camel to fit through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to get into heaven. Something Jesus said once. And my understanding is the eye of the needle refers to an actual bridge that camels weren't able to fit in. Anyway. Went down a weird, nostalgic, religious childhood mental trip and wasn't able to dodge for a second there. But that's what happens when you're zoning out and going cross-eyed, dodging 1,000 projectiles at once, and we've done it. Cogitator, shield bearer, all getting some levels. Whatever. Let's return to base. Those benefits were not all that relevant, especially not with the way that we currently have our base laid out. Once the characters are all, I don't know, like fully leveled, we don't have to huddle them around that one building to get bonus experience. We may not even need to be doing that right now, but it is what I am doing. And we've got buildings here that need to be hit in order to be upgraded. I'm not that concerned about it. Maybe on the next run we'll pool all of our buildings needing upgrading together, and we'll make like a nice little pocket like we've been doing in the front, and we'll make sure that our guys hit it and knock it out. But looks like they almost finished that one already. This one's not in a good spot for that. But with what we have, let's see what we can upgrade. Sure, increase the gold we can find in battles. That's cool. Would prefer to get things that are more relevant to the battle itself. We're light on stone. That's our big problem right now. I could build another quarry and drop down a zillion stone if I wanted, but let's just keep playing, man. So what are we going to do now? No baby balls. Let's take you to the gory grasslands. I think you're a really cool character. You know what? Let's go back. Let's go back. No baby balls. Each shot shoots multiple instances of the one equipped special ball. Okay. No baby balls. Got it. And then who are we going to pair you with that hasn't already defeated it? Could go warrior. This is really good for baby balls because you launch a ton of them and you start with the brood mother. I think that's a bit non-synergistic. Wide arc. Also good with baby balls, which we don't have. Shoot from the back. This could be interesting because we start with the ghost ball. I'm going to pair with the warrior. Let's just knock out the warrior's need for this. And see if we can do it here. I think this might be one of our stronger pairings. And perhaps, as always, it's really going to come down to like what we get. There's a little bit of RNG at play here. I don't think this pairing is so overpowered that we can't lose. That's definitely not the case. We're going to have to get a little bit lucky here and get some really strong, like, wave clearing evolutions. Get our upgrades right away. Flew a little too close to the sun there. Love to see a wind ball. Love to see a fireball as well. We're going to take wind. Wind passes through in the same way that the ghost ball does, but it also slows. And has some really neat evolutions that we really would want. That have really great AoE. So we know we don't have an evolution with Ghost and Bleed. And our other two balls weren't level 3, so we're not going to get a chance to peek to see if we have any evolutions as of yet currently undiscovered. Would have been a lot cooler if we did. Not willing to banish anything yet. Don't quite know where we're going to go with this. I wouldn't hate like a crit build, which is what that knife was. Or it was more damage when you attack from a certain side. Short bow is very good for that as well, but we just want all level 3 balls. That way we have the potential to evolve if indeed there are evolutions with the balls that we have. If there aren't, then we maybe made some kind of wonky decisions here, but I don't know all the evolutions off the top of my head, and we haven't discovered them all, so we just gotta hope that we've got some kind of unique pairings that we just haven't seen yet. And apparently, we have kind of screwed the pooch a little bit here. I'm tempted to blend light with ghost, perhaps. Blinds enemies on hit for 7 seconds. Blinded units have a hard time detecting you. So everything that our old ghost ball would normally pass through will now be blinded. So it should be like mass blind on everything, which is pretty good. I was going to say, our next ball is the most important, though. It needs to be something that synergizes with wind, and it's given it to us in the form of a lightning ball. Big AoE damage, and it'll pass through enemies, and it'll slow enemies, I do believe. Maybe it won't slow them. Probably will slow them. But let's get that level 3 right away. So I feel like I lose this board mostly from being overwhelmed by the sheer, like, number and HP of these enemies. Nice. Very good, very good. Let's see if we can level before we pick that up, because the level 3 on the lightning ball would give us that evolution. Can we do it? Can we do it? We're cutting it a little close, I think. No worries at all. Made it look easy. Alright, let's take our evolution. For a storm. Sweet. So anything we add to the storm ball is going to be awesome. We could add the bleed to the storm. My only worry now is that we don't have enough single target for this guy, but I was going to say if we get a good 4th ball, we could be in great shape. Okay, now we need to focus up. This guy's got to go down. And we seem to be doing alright. If we've already taken down the mount, I think we may be in good shape here. Stacking bleed, stacking poison. Poison to level 3. So we can pair it with the bleed ball if we get the chance. Nice. And just in time, we got a city planner achievement for collecting 50 blueprints. And begin each battle with the choice of a passive. Very cool. For 1,000 gold and 40 wood, we can build that. Take our evolution here. Applies 1 stack of disease to unit it hits. It lasts for 6 seconds. Yada yada. And it can pass to nearby enemies. That's cool. Very strong evolution as well. And I really just want to see... We've got 2 free rerolls. I was going to say, this would be great as well. Adding wind to the virus ball would be huge. This is really good as well. I'm going to take it to wind. Keep upgrading the ball. I didn't hate the short bow as a potential first passive for us. I think it's just kind of generally good in all scenarios. But if we take that now, we kind of miss the chance to get some synergies, perhaps. Wow, really good. Four out of 5 ain't bad. So if we're able to fuse our wind ball with that virus ball, we'll have 3 really powerful balls that have AoE, status effects, and all pierce. Very strong. It's like we got the ghost effect on everything without having to take the trinket. So yeah, that's exactly what we want. And if it works the way I hope it works, which we'll watch in a second here, all of our balls should pass through now. Wow, very strong. Applying tons of stacks of poison and everything else. So obviously we want another ball now. We're going to use our free reroll and see what we get. Freeze could be cool. Or just more poison, man. Adding poison to this would be really good. I don't hate freeze either. We don't have any slow currently. But more stacks of poison, man. I want to get a lot of bounces back and forth with all this AoE. So we're shooting directly at the wall to kind of get these very acute angles. If we shoot straight up, it just hits the back and comes back down. We don't get a lot of bounces. We don't get a lot of damage. Yeah, that was trash. Would have been nice to wait for a level if we could before picking that up. But I don't think we would have gotten it. Alright, let's see how we do with the next mini-boss. Because the final boss of this stage is really easy. Just these guys are DPS checks. And I think we do enough to deal with them. We want to get like 2 hits. Let's see what we can do. Hitting enemies from the front gives us crit. Hitting them on their left side gives us damage. Crits deal bonus damage. Would kind of want to take all of these, I guess. Let's shoot them from this side. Get bonus crit damage. And maybe we can do a crit build, which I don't even think we've done before. We didn't always have all the tools that we do now. See, right now I'm a little worried because we just killed the mount. This, I think, is more important. The magic staff for additional AoE damage. We're like all AoE damage. Well, a lot of it anyway. We do a lot of poison too. So because our balls don't return to us very quickly because they pass through everything, a guy like this is pretty tough. Because we can't just get a bazillion bounces off of him because we pass right through him. Hope we can kill him, man. Because he ain't dead yet. He's going to hit us a few times minimum. Pick up the HP potion. Add poison to the storm, I guess. Cool. Oh, man. Reroll here. Yeah, we just need a ball. That was a close one. We were blocking hits, and I'm not quite sure why, if we were dodging them or whatever. But it looks like he didn't hit us a few times that he should have. And to be honest with you, I'm just not sure why that happened. If it's a building we have or something like that, I don't know. Or if he was blinded, maybe? Was he blind for a second and missed the attack? I didn't see. But we took a lot of damage. We're going to want to be very careful on the final boss. And that took so long for us to kill that guy that we're almost to the final boss already. We got enough time today that if we get this unlock, we can actually try to do the next level. Whatever it may be, before we have to go today. Not saying we'll beat it. That feels like a tall order, but we'll definitely try. See what kind of new tricks the game has in store for us. Sure, we'll increase our crit chance because we've already increased our crit damage. So we'll just constantly shoot at enemies from this side. And try to get some fat crits. But because the balls bounce, we'll be hitting enemies from their left side half the time. As long as we're shooting at an angle. Alright, here we go. We're getting close. When an enemy is frozen, they emit a chill. Sure. We don't have time to really get a bunch of other stuff. The best thing we can do right now, because we just picked that up, is probably fuse that ice ball with one of our big AoE balls. So that it can apply lots of frost to dudes, and in turn get that going. But it's the end of the run already, and our boss is a single target. So all that AoE damage from freeze is kind of wasted. Probably would rather just have the ball. So we haven't had any trouble dodging this dude's attacks yet. And his pattern of movement is kind of helpful for us. He's going kind of up and down in the same way that our balls are moving. Let those kind of home in on the wrong direction there. Good for us. More crit, please, and thank you. Halfway there, guys. Let me sit back and relax a little bit, because I'm all uptight in the way I'm sitting here. Face like straight into my monitor. Gonna go blind. I love like bullet hell style games. They're some of the best games made, best roguelikes anyway. Binding of Isaac, Enter the Gungeon are two of the most fun games to watch. I just wish I was a little bit better at them, man. I don't know if I just need to play them with a controller instead of trying to play with keyboard and mouse. But when I play those games with keyboard and mouse, I can only play for like 30 minutes before my hands start like killing me. I got beat up old man hands. And this game's a lot easier, and the dodges aren't quite as bad. We got a gemsmith. Begin each battle with a choice of an extra ball. That's huge. And we got all the gears that we need, so we will indeed be able to unlock the next stage. Sweet. So we're going to build some really strong buildings. Timekeeper there. Extra 2 seconds of harvesting. Awesome. Return to base. Plop down whatever buildings we can afford. I don't know if we'll have the gold necessary to build both of them. So let's upgrade the lift to the Smoldering Depths. Sweet. Okay, I'm excited. I am excited to go down there. Let's see what we can build though. The choice of a passive or the choice of an extra ball. I think we want an extra ball, man. And we can build both. Sick. Okay. So this is what we need to do now. We need to rearrange. Just throw everything that is currently in the way out of the way. We could do something like that. And then if we have an opportunity to upgrade anything else, we can add it to the pile. And we should be able to knock out all of those buildings in one go. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and harvest here. Something like that, perhaps. So that one's done. That one's done. Come on, man. 2 more. I'm not mad that they got out and harvested for us, but I do want them to be finished. We've only got a few seconds left. We might not actually get it. Damn. We finished the Gambler's Den, the bank, and the university. We did not finish the 2 ones we really set out to get, which would have given us a really good heads up here. So let's go ahead. We're going to harvest again. I think it's worth it. I do want these effects here. And I don't think we can go all that wrong, as long as we, I think, aim in the general direction and have the fellas bounce around here. We're going to be fine. This is a nice little groove. Cool. Alright. For 200 gold, I think that was worth it. And we're going to generate a lot of gold here. Great. Yeah, we made back 120 of it, and we finished these 2 buildings, which we 100% did want. Go ahead and upgrade that for next time. Before I forget. And at some point we will do additional house cleaning. Okay. Alright guys, into the breach we go. We're going to take our most powerful wizards. We're going to take Itchy Finger. Scattered aim but shoots twice as fast and constantly launches balls. And we're also going to take him with the Embedded, who's also defeated everything. And this gives balls pierce unless they hit the wall. Poison and burn. Let's go to the Smoldering Depths. 1 undiscovered blueprint here. Wow, really? We just have 1 left for the Fungal Forest. As we descend into the Smoldering Depths. And we start with an extra ball. That is awesome. And I'm going to take the laser ball. And we start with a passive, which is also awesome. And it's free. And we can skip it if it sucks. And they kind of suck. This isn't bad. This we haven't really messed with yet. It's free. We'll take it. So if we want our balls to pierce, we need to not hit the wall. We need to shoot in such a way that they don't. And if we want them to bounce, then we kind of take this early angle to go ahead and hit up the side and get behind them. So, I mean, look at what we can make with a wind ball here. I'm going to banish this. I don't want to see that again. Sick. Getting the hookups with the balls right now. And we're fighting volcanic dinosaurs. They look awesome. They look like Saurus from Warhammer. You guys are familiar. Do we just go full crit build? Whatever, man. I ain't stressing. I got 99 problems and a passive ain't one. So we do not want to step in the lava. My video game senses from childhood are telling me that that is the case. And the fact that we just took a little bit of damage from stepping in the lava. Used to play the floor as lava with my kids when they were babies. So much fun. We'll banish you. We'll just throw crap all over the floor and run around and jump on it. Pillows and blankets. Pretend like we were getting a raft and dodging the lava. When kids are babies, man, that's so much fun. Highly recommend fatherhood. Any of you currently fatherless peeps out there? Not fatherless, childless is what I meant to say. No one is truly fatherless. We all had a father, whether they were good or bad. That's a whole different deal. But fatherhood is fun as hell, man. Parenthood in general is fun as hell. I don't think I have any female listeners, so I think I'm mostly just talking to dudes, but fatherhood is... might be the best thing there is. Everything else is kind of just... I'm not going to say what I was going to say, actually. I'm gonna keep that opinion to myself. I know people think very differently on that subject. I ain't trying to offend nobody. My thoughts are my own. Alright, what kind of sick evolutions? Inferno. A 2-tile radius. Yeah. These are all good. I don't think you can go wrong with any of these. I just think the Inferno is the coolest ball. Yeah, sick. And on this stage especially, it looks extra cool. I see all the little snake guys. I see, you know, a lot of different kind of enemies, but I'm not 100% sure what they're doing. I'm assuming the little guys are acting like they have in all the others. And maybe increasing speed or something like that. Damn, what hit me? Am I getting hit by some projectiles? Yeah, I guess some really slow-moving projectiles I just wasn't seeing. Another evolution here. Happy to take this. So now we've got even more good clear. Some poison lasers. Curious what we're going to mix the ghost ball with. That's a big one. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We'll take that. I haven't grabbed the iron ball in a bit here. I haven't. The AI did earlier and made some bombs. What a creepy looking mini boss. A bunch of little like worms around a giant flaming eyeball. What the hell is even that? Let's very quickly level up our weaker balls. So that we can as quickly as possible get to their evolutions. We're clearing exceptionally well, and this guy's cracking, so I think we're doing really good damage, too. Oh, and he even dropped... I see. The bundles of snakes drop little snakes. Got it. Okay, that's a cool gimmick. Crits deal bonus damage. That synergizes really well with everything we currently have. Make sure we get rid of those nerds. Big money, big money. We're kind of just being very careful about picking and choosing when we essentially have piercing on the balls and when we have bouncing. That's kind of the biggest decision factor going on for me right now as I'm playing. You'll notice I'm kind of alternating between when I choose to shoot towards the back to get the piercing and when I'm choosing to shoot at the wall to get the bouncing. I think I'm giving us a little bit of extra DPS by kind of micromanaging that a little. I mean, look at that Inferno ball going crazy, man. I almost said brazy. That's how I know I need to get off the internet. grab that. Awesome. Can't wait to see what the next mini-boss is. But we are clearing wonderfully. That was real bad. Would have really liked to see the ghost ball and the iron ball get topped off there. Shooting towards the left side. Getting the benefit from the crits from the back. Taking advantage of our passives. And the crit synergy that we got going on. But I do need to go left to right. Man, I don't want these fusions. My ghost ball not being level 3 is really messing me up. I definitely should have tried to level before I picked that up, but I just kind of walked into it when it spawned. So like now we're going to get that, and now we're going to get the evolution, but we've kind of quote-unquote wasted two of those reactors. Vacuum up all the goodies. And let's see what this nerd is all about. Okay. Fireball shooting platform. Very big. Okay. Instead of piercing, let's see if we can get bounces. And get like backstabbing crits on this guy. Yeah. And we'll take the dagger for crits from the right side. So no matter which direction we shoot in now, we're getting crits. If we hit them from the left, the right, or the back, they're critting. And we have bonus damage to crit. So, pretty sweet. And we cooked that guy. We got the assassin ball now, so we got piercing through the front, but not the back. But I think I don't know if this gets overridden by our passive, so let's see. I mean, we can't test it right now because the ball's back there and it's just doing work. A light ball. Do we need this? Let's take a reroll. Another iron ball. I don't think we particularly want that either. You know, whatever. We'll just take the light ball. The game said, let there be light. So it was. So that assassin ball is just back there doing huge crits. I hope. Huh. That's the general idea, anyhow. Would be sick if I could level up the light ball and infuse it with something else. And I think we're pretty close to grabbing that level. Come on, man. Give it to me. Oh, God. Are we going to be able to get down there fast enough? Yes. Okay. So let's fuse the light ball, perhaps, with the Inferno ball. Big AoE, and it looks cool, too. The path is through so many enemies. It's going to be great to blind. We're doing great, man, for our first run. I mean, we are taking two of our more overpowered characters. Great. The assassin ball getting leveled up is huge. I feel like it's not doing that much damage when you compare it to our other balls. Okay, we need some piercing. Let the piercing on the baby balls do some work here against these snakes before they end up taking me out. Damn. Has a lot of snakes. And we're going to pick up another wind ball, which I think just synergizes so damn good with everything. I don't want to... Man, I don't want to fuse these, I don't think. We don't have enough time to get another ball. Okay, so we just hope we get some good levels. I think we're close to about as strong as we're going to get. We're just about topped off HP-wise. Very good. Just in time for this final boss here. And wish us luck on this, man, because I'm not sure how this is going to go. Traditionally, the final bosses have been some of the easier parts of these stages. Like, if we clear all the way to the final boss, we generally don't lose. Let's hope the streak continues here. Let's see what this guy's gimmick is. It's a big dragon, of course it is. Currently blind, so we can blind it. That's cool. Maybe we can keep it blind. I mean, if it's still going to shoot out a million projectiles, I don't know how much blindness is really relevant. Okay, and we are capped out on upgrades. Try to get rid of these nerds before they hit me. And I wasn't even looking at its HP pool, but we've nearly got him dead already. Let's just keep making sure we don't get snuck up on. Yeah, and we crushed him. Damn. And we've unlocked yet another character, the Captain's Quarters. Very cool. And of course, the Smoldering trophy gained +1 baby ball damage for each character you've completed the Smoldering depths with. Yeah, neat. And we're already halfway to yet another stage. Have to imagine we'll be able to unlock that in the next episode, along with a new character. Sweet, let's return to base, we'll harvest, and attempt to unlock the new character. Always happy to get new stuff. New items will have a chance of appearing on level, so we've unlocked the Gem Spring. Every 7 to 11 rows spawn a Gem Spring. Dealing damage to them causes them to drop an increasing amount of experience. That's cool. Dynamite. Every 5 to 10 rows spawn an enemy with dynamite attached to them. Destroying them will deal huge AoE damage. And then a wagon wheel. Each time a ball hits a wall, it deals 30% extra damage on the next hit. Those are all very cool, and I think also pretty good. So I'm going to prioritize building this. And then we don't have the stone to get that. Where's my market? That is not a market. This is a market. I want to buy... Oh, Lord. Anyway, that's way more expensive than I thought it was. Alright. Alright. Move our stuff around here. And because I just accidentally spent all my gold, can't really afford to upgrade anything else. And did I just mess this up? I think I did. I wasn't patient. I didn't really think about the geometry here. That's okay. When we come back to the next... Oh, well. It might do it for me anyway. When we come back to the next one, we will have the new character to play as. And I have no doubt we'll be able to knock out getting yet another stage for us to fight. And we've unlocked the Tactician. Very cool. And we'll see what his deal is when we get back in the next episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. That's what we call a cliffhanger. My name is Brett, channel's Good Talk Gaming, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Take care.